All right, my Mongolians, it's time for me to talk about the subject we've all been waiting for. I've been meaning to make this video for quite some time, but I felt like now's the time. It's almost 2 in the morning, and I'm really tired, and my lights aren't working, so we're using this alternate lighting. That's why I look kind of weird, but it's whatever. I always look weird. So anyways, bowling. Why it's the absolute worst thing to ever grace humanity. If any of you have complaints about what I'm going to say in this video, take it up with my accountant. The joke being, I'm too poor to have an accountant, so you will be contacting nobody. Bowling's just kind of the worst thing ever. I feel so alone in this belief. I don't think I've met somebody who shares my value on this. I just have this really strong, passionate feeling that bowling is the worst thing ever. The first point I'm gonna make here, no matter how good I do in bowling, I don't feel any different. This is the only sport I can say this with. That when I play bowling, when I go bowling with people, whether I'm really trying or not, every time I play it, it feels like it doesn't matter whether or not I get a gutter ball or a strike. It doesn't matter if I get a strike every single time or if I gutter ball every single time. It's the same feeling. It's the exact same feeling. I don't understand it. Throwing a ball and hitting stuff, there's no joy. There's no joy there. There's really just no joy for me. I'm not sure exactly why there's no joy there, because I feel like if I were to invent the sport of bowling, I feel like I would like it. It's like, oh, let me throw this ball at these random sticks that are standing up and see if I can knock them all over all at once. Like, in theory, that sounds kind of fun. Like, I could see myself getting into that. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because when you step one foot into that bowling alley, all of the dopamine and serotonin in your brain just evaporates. It just melts it away. It's like some sort of toxic chamber. I don't know how they do it. But another reason I hate it is because unlike every other sport I could possibly think of, you can't communicate with your friends while playing it. It's impossible. Have you ever been to a bowling alley? Ever? It's so loud. The music is so obnoxious. There's constant clatter and clinking of balls going down and hitting the pins. People are yelling, shouting, like just everything. Always this brigade of noise that just constantly berates your ears and makes you wish you were deaf. I wish I was deaf when I entered a bowling alley. It would make it maybe a little bit more enjoyable because I could actually maybe focus on what I'm doing for half a second. But no. Let me. I'm just gonna play. It's like in case you forgot. Okay, in case you forgot and can't understand what I'm trying to say right now, let me just play a little audio clip from like a bowling alley or something. Like here you go. Was that enjoyable? Did you like that? You want me to go back? Do you want more? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Okay, enough of that. Even though I edited it, I can still just hear it in my head, and I just wanna stop thinking about you thinking about watching it. It just hurts, like, on a secondhand embarrassment level. It's not even just the noise level either. You could sit right next to your friend, get a little too close for comfort just to be able to hear each other, whisper naughty things in each other's ear, but to no avail because every other minute, it seems, you have to get up and leave the conversation. You're like, hold on, it's my fucking turn. God damn it. You gotta go up and just chuck your ball. And then whatever, you're just like, whoa, I hit it, or ooh, I missed. Okay, like there's just nothing. There's just nothing there. And then you go walk back to your seat feeling more hollow than the last. Every time you get up, you feel more hollow than the last time you got up. And you get back and you're like, what were we talking about? And the person you're sitting next to is just like, oh, sorry, did you say something? I'd rather text someone in a bowling alley than try and have a conversation with them. Another thing that I find really stupid about bowling is how there are factors outside of your control that dictate whether or not you will even be able to do well within your own skill level. Like the lanes, like bad lanes, bad oil patterns. I don't know. I have lots of friends who are really into bowling, and they tell me all this crazy shit like it'll ever mean anything to me because I'm just throwing it in the gutter every single time. So this doesn't apply to me, but I'm sure this applies to some people who take the game seriously. It doesn't matter how good you are, you could just get fucked over by the lanes. Like the lanes could just be fucking sandpaper and you're just fucked. You're not gonna hit anything apparently. Maybe my friends are just coming up with excuses because they're bad and they're just trying to mitigate the responsibility of being ass at bowling and caring about a sport that's this retarded. But I don't know any other sport that has that. I mean, maybe if it's snowing outside, the football might not be thrown as well, but like I can't really think of anything. I mean, I'm sure there's like pay to win sports with like better material, but like in terms of conditions, that aren't related to weather, obviously, because that's a separate issue, but just this parts of the game that you just can't control and you could just get fucked is I think that's so dumb. Reason number 473, bowling balls getting stuck in the contraptions, the bowling mechanisms, whatever they're called, the doomsday devices. You wait your turn, however many people are with you that are also bowling, all right? You wait your turn and you're like, "Hey, where's my bowling ball?" It's not there. And then you're like, "Oh, that's right. There's like a 40% chance that every time I throw it, it gets stuck in the fucking back, and I have to go talk to an employee and be like, 'Hey, your fucking machine doesn't work like it always does.'" This is the same amount of not working as the McDonald's ice cream machines. I swear. I swear. I think I've gotten my bowling ball stuck in the back of a bowling contraption, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't care. More than I have McDonald's ice cream machines not working. Dude, don't even get me started on the clown shoes that you gotta put on when you go bowling. Like, God forbid we use our own shoes that we feel comfortable in. No, you gotta use these goofy ass slidey clown shoes that are the most uncomfortable and fungus infected shoes you've ever been forced to put on. I hate these things. These things are never comfortable to me. First off, you gotta tie your shoes, and if you know me, I'm not a big fan of tying my shoes. That's why I love Vans, rep Vans to the end of the time. But you gotta sit there and tie your shoes, and then you slip around on the bowling alley carpet because the bottoms of your shoes don't have like any grip, and then you go on the bowling alley. Like I never really understood that. Maybe the shoes grip on the like alley surface and just not the carpet. I'm not sure. I feel very slippy when I'm on the carpet, but I guess they're there for safety reasons. If your shoes are stupid and you got the raggedy ass shoes and you're gonna slip and eat shit every time you throw the ball, which honestly that might make it more fun, add some danger, add some thrill, thrill of the hunt, not hunt, what danger, thrill of danger. That might add some excitement, to be honest. Like, watching my friends fall on their ass every time they throw a bowling ball would actually brighten my day, and there might be a little peak of a smile in a bowling alley, which would be a first. But, you gotta think about the people that are coming into these bowling alleys and the person that wore the shoes before you. They clean them. They clean the shoes. But really? Really? I have a very distinct memory. Very, very distinct. I remember it like it was 2 minutes ago when I was at a bowling alley with people and I watched a worker grab shoes out of the whatever the dirty shoe bin or whatever the fuck. Some guy returned their shoes and he took this little spray thing. I'm assuming it was some disinfectant. He just went plop them on the table. There you go, Buster. Right there. Fresh and ready. Never worn before. There's fucking toe fungus growing out of the side of it. No, it's completely fine. You're fine. You're fine. Dude, I don't care what you say. I don't trust workers that are getting paid minimum wage to do anything worthwhile. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I mean, no, I kind of do. Why would you choose to work at a hellhole? That is kind of on you, actually. No, I do blame them. People who work at bowling alleys, no, you have all the blame because you chose to work at the worst place imaginable. I'd rather work at Chuck E. Cheese. I would rather be a janitor at Chuck E. Cheese than I would anything in a bowling alley. Anything. Absolutely anything. Because at least like there's children having a fun time, and maybe some mom's gonna get into like a knife fight with another mom, and your dad takes you and rushes out, and you're confused, you don't know what's going on. But You know, you remember it a couple years later when your dad tells you, "Yeah, some moms got into a knife fight at Chuck E. Cheese, and I almost got stabbed." But, you know, it's besides the point. People who work at bowling alleys, I don't trust their ability to disinfect shoes ever since that scene that popped into my head. So, those shoes, I just don't trust them. Toe fungus galore. There's probably some evil biodome growing in every single pair at every single alley. So if you don't have your own shoes, which God forbid you play enough bowling to buy your own shoes, I'm sorry if that's the case. There's some sort of magic that happens to me when I enter a bowling alley and my friends are they're trying to have a good time. Sometimes they actually do, and it amazes me. And I'm sitting here feeling the most despair that I've felt in a while. All right. Imagine the worst kind of pain, mental or emotional anguish that you've ever been put through. Now imagine that's like constantly stabbing you in the back when you're in a public setting. That's kind of what bowling is to me. That's like, no, I'm not even kidding here. I'm not even like trying to make shit up. That's genuinely what it feels like for me when I go bowling. Like it actually just sucks. It sucks. I'm not sure why. But every time I go bowling, there's always a part of me, that just gets really depressed inside, like, something just awakened the inner demon, the beast awakens inside me, and it's like, "You wanna kill yourself right now. You wanna fucking end yourself. Everyone's happy, and you're not. You're a little Debbie Downer. You are miserable. You are worthless. You are nothing." That's the kind of voice that enters my head every time I step foot into a bowling alley or even hear the word bowling for that matter. Every time someone asks me to go, whether it's for like some birthday party or some outing or event or whatever the reason to do this stupid, awful sport is, I walk in and I am immediately hit with a blast of just I wanna I wanna end my life right now. I'd blow my brains out if I had a shotgun in front of me, in front of all these children and their birthday parties. No questions asked. Somebody drop a bowling ball on my skull. I feel like I'm the only person in the world who feels this way too. Like, I've never met somebody who has this sort of actual disdain and this level of passion for hate for bowling. I've met people who are like, "Yeah, bowling's not my favorite," or like, "Yeah, I don't really have too much fun when I go bowling." For me, no, it's not just that. It's not just that. If that's what you're getting from this video, then you've got it all wrong. You've got it all wrong. I'm saying I think I would rather go to war than have to bowl once a week. Like, all the emotional trauma that I've ever been put through in my entire life. Like, bowling's up there in the top contributors. I I have to say. If you're in a group setting with me and you offer, "Hey, guys, what if we go bowling?" I want you to know that on the surface, I might be like, "Oh my god, please don't. Like, I hate bowling. Like, come on." But, if everybody else does, I'll go. Like, that's me on the surface, but deep down, I'm like, fuck. Like, fuck, fuck. Like, oh no, 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 no. I'm hoping that I reach out to someone who has the level of passion and disdain that I have for bowling. I want to feel like I'm not alone on this one because the statistics in my life have shown that I'm the only one who feels this way about bowling. Really about anything. Like I don't know if people on an average basis have this much disdain and hatred for like anything in life. Like there's people try and not harbor hate in their life, and I try to not do that as well. There's lots of things that I don't hate, like pretty much everything except for bowling, but bowling is just one of those things. It's just one of those things that I genuinely hate. Like, I have to explain this to all of my friends. When I do good in bowling, I don't get that rush of dopamine that you get from doing good in any other sport. When you beat someone, when you get a point, when you do good, when you score the goal, you're supposed to be like, "Woo, woo!" Like, "I did it, yay, awesome." When I get a strike in bowling, it's like, "Oh, okay, all right, well, that was cool. Don't know how I did it, but okay." And yeah, when I hit a gutter ball, it's the same thing. When you lose in a game, you're like, "Oh man, like what the darn, oh shucks, dude, oh gosh, golly gee." But in bowling, it's like, "Oh, all right, yep, don't know how I did that, but okay." Guys, when I become president of the intergalactic space Congress. I hope you know that I'm gonna ban bowling. I'm like, it's not even gonna be a question. Like, it's just gonna be a law. Like, thou shalt not bowl. Like, bowling alleys will be demolished at once. If you're caught bowling, you will be executed on the spot. I hope you know that when I become intergalactic supreme leader of Space Congress, that's just gonna that's how it's gonna be. You know, so enjoy. If you're someone who actually enjoys this fucking torture method of a sport, then you know, enjoy it while it lasts. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say to you heathens. Talking about bowling this much is genuinely just lowering my mood. Like, I'm genuinely just not as happy as I was when I started recording this video. So I'm gonna end it before I get too sad. I don't really know what else to say. I feel like I've kind of attacked every facet of bowling there is. Music recommendation of the day is gonna go to Forever by Alex G. I just learned how to play it on guitar. Good guitar riff, beautiful guitar, beautiful guitar. That's pretty much it, honestly. Like, the vocals are all right, but I'm really there for the guitar, if I'm being honest. It's just a really soothing, calm riff that I could just play for hours. And you could probably listen to for hours. It's just really peaceful, so go check it out if you like peaceful, cool guitar riffs. That's gonna be it for the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you're following your dreams. Make sure you're living life the way you want to. And I will see you in the next video. Au revoir.